How are you starting to settle in?
I feel like overall I'm starting to settle in very well. It's not really hard with the camaraderie we have around this team. It's pretty easy to settle in.
What part of your game has really progressed here over the last few weeks?
I feel like my discipline, my IQ, if I had to say that. Just with all the stuff that I've been, all of this is kind of new to me. Because coming from junior college, I never had to do anything in this capacity, so all this is new to me. So I would say my IQ.
What was the reaction from teammates and friends and family after that dunk at Vandy?
Well, friends and family, they kind of used to stuff like that, so this kind of was just like they already knew it was coming, but I guess for some of the people who didn't really know I could do that, it was more of like an excitement, kind of a wild thing.
Where does that rank on in-game dunks that you've had?
I ranked that probably like a 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are we in for?
Like a 10. Just stay tuned. I'll show you something.
Buzz is good with that on a breakaway?
Yes, sir, as long as I make it.
So you had a 10 in high school then? Or?
No, I didn't start dunking till like my freshman year of junior college. So that's when I really started dunking. But as a 10, I'll probably be like something crazy.
Did you grow a lot and that's why you started dunking? Or
No, honestly, I don't know where it came from. It literally just came out of nowhere.
you didn't hop before?
Never.
There's still hope for me then.
So what were some theories? And if you didn't grow much, what would suddenly cause you to start jumping like that? What did people think? Or
I think it's just the fact that I just kept jumping. Like, I guess when most people figure out they can't dunk, they just stop. I'm just kind of motivated to do it, and we just never stop.
What do you feel like you guys will have to do well on Saturday to be able to walk off the floor with a win against South Carolina?
To walk off the floor with a win against South Carolina, I just think we need to stick to the blitz. We need to stay disciplined as a team. We know what we need to come out there and do defensively and offensively, and I just think we need to execute that.
How encouraging is it to see how you guys have improved over the last month or so?
It's very encouraging. I feel like we all kind of knew what we were as a team and how great we are, but it just wasn't showing. But I think the more that we're around each other, the more that we practice, and the more that we see that it's working, the more that we're buying into it.
How hard was it to keep working as hard as you worked when you weren't seeing those results?
It wasn't really hard because starting something new, you're never going to be good at it at first. But the more you stay with it, the more determined you get to it, the better it'll be.
The offense over the last 5 halves has really started clicking for you guys. So I'm curious, what's kind of changed in the last 2.5 games that you found your group?
I feel like we're just taking the open shots now. I feel like we're not thinking as much on the floor about all the new sets and the new cuts and all that other stuff. I feel like it's just all coming naturally, and we're just able to play basketball.
When was the last time that I know Buzz has mentioned several times that they've kind of scrapped the offense and started new base sets. When was the last time that y'all kind of started fresh on offense? For what game?
Yikes. I would say probably before LSU, probably put in like 2 more new plays, just because we figured out how to play defense.
How much confidence do you think South Carolina will come here? What kind of team do you think you'll see after the way they knocked off Kentucky last night on the buzzer beater?
That was a big win for them. I feel like they're going to come in here headstrong, feeling like they should beat us, but as long as we lock in and stay dedicated to our game plan, we should be fine.
How often do you talk about getting off to a faster start during games?
We bring that up a lot because I feel like that's one thing that we don't do well. We don't start off fast. We got to throw the first punch when it comes to starting the game.
You were able to do that against Vanderbilt. That made a big difference.
Yeah, right? I feel like if we come out, throw the first punch, that sets the precedent for the game, and I feel like that allows us to just play free and just play free.
Buzz and Josh also said that you guys didn't start the game with the same amount of energy the other night. Do you know why that was?
No, I honestly do not know why, but I feel like we finished the game stronger than I've ever seen us finish the game before.
Yeah.
So, most people say it's not how you start, it's how you finish, but we got to start better as well.
What kind of progress do you continue to see from Gordon as a freshman, and how critical has he been to the growth of the team?
Dre's a very great player. I feel like the more we play and the more comfortable he's getting, the more poised he is in in-game situations. As a freshman, I haven't seen nothing like it. I think he's a great player.
Got time for a couple more. Encouragement that you've seen Quenton getting let one slip away like that up 6 with 2 to go. You worried about that carrying over and lingering Saturday, or are you guys pretty conscious about fleshing that out and not worrying about it?
We try to flesh that out. We kind of have to have instant amnesia with stuff like that. The game happened, it passes, nothing we can kind of do about it now. We got to focus on the president and what we can do now about what's coming up next.
Thanks, Jim.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
We're looking at the film the other night. What's the assessment of what happened?
We just feel like to start the game, we didn't come out the right way. We didn't come out with the right intensity. I feel like it took us a while to get going, and then we responded well in the second half. But to close out the game, we didn't do a good job of doing that.
What's it going to take to get off to a faster start?
I really don't know. I mean, we're trying, but for some reason we can't seem to figure that out. But we're going to keep trying to, come out better.
We feel like you'll have to do well on Saturday to be able to compete with the South Carolina team.
Saturday, Coach has been telling us it's going to be the same game plan. We got to rebound because South Carolina plays the same way. They're physical. They crash the offensive glass. So we kind of got to do a better job of boxing out and getting rebounds on Saturday.
Did you have any reaction when you saw that they beat Kentucky?
I didn't have really much of a reaction because I know in the SEC anybody can beat anybody. So that's kind of how conference play goes.
Was there a point early in the or in training camp or anything like that that you thought, man, I might not even play this season? Did that ever cross your mind, or was that not a thought?
No, it didn't cross my mind. I was just trying to get healthy. I knew I was just doing what I can control. I got hurt, so I just had to make sure I was healthy and do everything I could to get back with the team.
How much more comfortable do you feel catching the ball on the block and looking to score? You pulled out some moves against LSU. I'm pretty sure you couldn't do last year. That little drop step swing.
Yeah, this stuff I've been working on almost every day during the off season. So just getting more reps when I'm not in practice helps me become comfortable in the game to do them.
I know they tried to go to you there toward the end of regulation. Was that a little frustrating when you didn't get the ball?
It was a little frustrating, obviously wanted to get a shot at the rim and have a chance to win the game, but unfortunately they got a hand on the ball.
Being at home like this, trying to take care of home court advantage, how important is that?
It's huge. Saturday's another home game. It's another opportunity for us to play in front of the 12th man and get a victory. So it's huge. We've been playing well at home so far this year. So hopefully Saturday we can continue that.
Does a loss like that, Josh, when you're up 6 with just over 2 to go and let it slip away, that's something that can linger, carry over? Are you guys pretty conscious about moving on?
Yeah, well, I feel like we're pretty conscious about it. Coach has been telling us we can't dwell in defeat. We got to kind of move on. Same thing with success. You can't kind of admire what you did and doing well. You got to kind of handle them both the same. So we're kind of handling the defeat the same way we would the success.
You had said that you thought the big difference on Saturday was their second chances on shots. So how do you prevent a team from doing that? Is it just physicality under the basket?
Yeah, I feel like it's just physicality and more effort and being more intentional about boxing out. It's easier said than done, but you have to do something to find a way to win.
How big a message has that been after the LSU game when you consider South Carolina? I think that 20 offensive board.
That's been a huge message. We know we know how they're gonna come to attack us, so we just gotta kind of just do our best to box them out. Like the same thing at LSU, we knew they were gonna come and crash the glass hard, but we didn't do a good job of executing that. So hopefully this Saturday we can do a better job.
You go back to the film against Coach Sarr and some of their bigs that are still there from last year.
Yeah. I know Coach Sarr he's been there for a while. He played in the Final Four. Yeah. So we know they're really good and they're really physical, so we have our work cut out for us.
Les has talked a lot about getting a lot of shots up. You guys outshot them. You had 72 shots the other night. How much progress is that for you?
Yeah, it's been a big emphasis for us. We're trying to make sure we get more shot attempts at the rim than our opponent.
Right.
Because in the past games, the opponent will have 10 more shot attempts than we do. So we're being intentional about not turning the ball over and limiting their second chances, and that helps a lot.
Had Alex Caruso, has he come around since you've been here, talked to the team or anything like that?
Yeah, I see him almost every summer. He comes during the summer and plays pickup with us. He's very, he's just no ego. He comes, he talks with us, hangs out with us all the time during the summer.
You have kind of a favorite thing you remember from those visits, and is it kind of cool to see what he's doing with the Lakers as well?
It was just one time, maybe a year or two ago, I played pickup with him. We were on the same team, and he just made everything so easy for me. He was just rolling to the basket. He was throwing lobs and everything. It was just perfect.
You versus him in the dunk contest.
You want to see him in the dunk contest?
You versus him. Who wins the dunk contest?
He'll probably win. I don't have many trick dunks anymore.
What's the what's the key to the offensive uptake here, Josh, for you guys?
I feel like the key is us just getting more comfortable in what we're doing. The guys staying in the gym and getting shots up every day. I feel like we're getting more comfortable with each other and just more repetitions outside of practice.
How encouraged are you with the progress you've made so far?
We're very encouraged as a team with the progress we've been making. We feel like we've been getting better every month, every week.
Yeah.
So we have to stay on the right path to keep getting better.
Buzz has said multiple times that he's kind of scrapped the offensive plan and gone to something different and constantly kind of trying to find a place. How many times do you feel like y'all have kind of changed offensive philosophies or changed your kind of base set through the season to find something that's working?
I feel like this happened a couple times. Coach is trying to find any way for us to put us in the best position to be successful. So he's done it a couple times. We're kind of scrapping some plays and putting in like a few like base plays that we run on us every time. So they're just doing anything to help us be comfortable on the floor.
How much time does that take to reset stuff like that?
It doesn't take that long. It usually takes a practice or two where we put those plays in and we get reps against the scout team. Going over those plays over and over again.
Is that frustrating at all, or is it something that it's kind of like, okay, well, this other thing wasn't working, so maybe this will catch hold?
Yeah, exactly. It's not frustrating. We know we're trying to find anything to help us. So, and the plays are really simple, so it's not like it's complicated. So it's helping us as a team, though.
So at this point, are you guys just reacting and not thinking, as opposed to earlier in this year when it was kind of a totally new system and think about where to go?
Yeah. I feel like everybody's getting comfortable in the system. We're just kind of going out there and playing now versus overthinking everything. I feel like that's been a big part.
Back in December when you guys had like one game a week and just kind of had a lot of time to practice, was that really beneficial to where now you guys are seeing more consistency where you're playing multiple games a week?
Yeah, exactly. I feel like in December when we had all those practice days, I feel like it's showing now because those times is where we get better in practice. We're just competing against each other with nobody there. Those are the times where you really improve as a team, and I feel like it's showing now.
Thanks, Josh.
Thanks, Josh.
Thank you.